Hello everybody, I'm Tom Vasel and welcome to Look Back. This is a series that we do where I talk about games that I reviewed 1, 5, 10, and 20 years ago. And I tell you what I think about them, if I think about them at all. So going back 20 years ago this week, I reviewed Easy Come, Easy Go. This was an out-of-the-box publishing game now. I think it's been reprinted by Plate Games. Rolling dice, matching stuff. Didn't really like it. 5 out of 10. Right Turn, Left Turn. This is a kid's game from Reinhard Stopp, who's that's his gig. I mean, he does a really good job of that. From Playroom Entertainment, basically you're moving and then turning right, then turning left around the track. It's fine for kids. 6 out of 10. Saboteur. This is an interesting one. I've kind of cooled on Saboteur over the years. It's a 6 now for me. I get the idea that some people are saboteurs and some are not, and you're connecting cards. It just feels a little bit outdated at this point in time. Harry's Grand Slam Baseball, despite the fact that this one is a very, very old game, was republished, but it's a nice little light game about baseball that I enjoy. 7 out of 10. 10 years ago, I reviewed Bottle Cap Vikings from Tasty Minstrel Games. I think the idea was that you could play with bottle caps or something. This was a pretty terrible game. 4 out of 10. Dungeon Roll, also from Tasty Minstrel. This one here, it came in a little box with a little treasure chest, and they sold a ton of them. I know that, but it just wasn't very good. You rolled dice. The rules weren't great. 5 out of 10. Dark Moon. This is a social deduction game where you roll dice, and then you lie or don't lie about your dice that you've rolled behind your screen. It's okay, but the production values, and it just hasn't stood up for me as time went by. 6 out of 10. Tides of Time. This is one from Portal Games, and this one has gone up for me a bit because I don't know what it is. It's just a short little game. There's not a lot going on in it, but I like the concept of matching. Now, Tides of Madness is better, but Tides of Time, there's some interesting concepts there, especially if you play the app version. I like it. 7.5. Operation FAUST. This is basically a game like the Monument Men, where you're trying to get paintings and stuff in Nazi Germany and rescue paintings. Very similar to Coup. 7 out of 10. I do like the theming. Dark Tales, a game about dark fairy tales, but the card concept of playing them works pretty well. 7 out of 10. Comics. Terrible name. It's a comics storytelling game. Storytelling games are kind of a dime a dozen, but this one being a comic one elevated it a bit for me. 7 out of 10. Flip City. Flip City is pretty interesting that it's a deck building game, but the sides of the cards matter and you're trying to flip the cards, and there's alternate ways to win. I think it's very innovative. 8 out of 10. Carcassonne the City is amazing. It is one of the best Carcassones that is out there. I think very highly of it. It looks gorgeous. It's easy to play. If I was teaching someone Carcassonne for the first time, this might be the one I use. 9 out of 10. Blood Rage. So Blood Rage is a remaking of an old game called Midgard. I didn't like Midgard, but I like Blood Rage a lot. Now, nothing compared to some of my co-hosts' love for the game, but I still think it's a very good game. It's dipped for me as time goes by a bit because there's so many other games in this genre, but it really holds up well. 8.5. Amun-Re, on the other hand, keeps going up for me. Rainer Knizia's auction game, the newest version of it, is just absolutely fantastic. Not a big fan of auction games per se, but this one is great. 9 out of 10. 5 years ago, I reviewed Tang Garden. This is Thunderworks. They don't have amazing production, frankly, and this one is hampered by its production. It's trying to be Carcassonne, a bunch of others. It looks cool. I just didn't think it played well. 5 out of 10. Stick'em. A little card game where you're just mean to other people. I usually don't mind that, but in this one, I just didn't find the game to be very enjoyable. Another 5 out of 10. Alice in Wordland. This is a word-based game from, I think, Hobby Games made it initially with a little timer. It's fine. 6 out of 10. My City, a legacy game from Dr. Rainer Knizia about building a city. It's good. I would have loved it more, but after a while, the game started feeling a little samey. But it is a very pleasant game if you have someone at home you're going to play with over, 30 times you can play it. There's some nice things there. 7 out of 10. Dragomino. This is from Blue Orange Games, sort of a kid's version of King Domino, and it works well. 7 out of 10. Apollo, a game inspired by NASA moon missions. A cooperative game where one person is the kind of the mission control person, everyone else is working together. It's more historical than fun, if that makes sense, but it does do a good combination of still being fun. This should be sold at museum stores, 8 out of 10. Ride the Rails, a simple train game, but there's a lot of interesting ideas in this concept. This is in the Capstone little train games line, and while the other ones I think are a little dense, this one works well, 8 out of 10. Marvel United. Goodness. My initial reaction to this game were good, but once you start playing with all the extra stuff, and there is tons of extra stuff, it is just one of my favorite games ever, a 10 out of 10. Last year I reviewed The Gang. The Gang is really, really popular. A cooperative poker game. Doesn't work for me. 5 out of 10. I get the appeal to it, but cooperative poker just is not something I'm interested in. Arcs. So I gave this one an 8, and I might as well give it a 2. You know, the Arcs fans are strong fanatics. It is a trick-taking sort of space exploration 4X sort of game. It's unique. It's interesting. It's going to be divisive. Not everyone wants to play it all the time. It's long. There's a lot going on. Swingy scores. Is it a masterpiece? Many people are going to say yes. I found it to be good. Still don't know where I'll ever settle down on this. Maybe at a 7 at some point, but right now, I still think it's pretty neat. 8 out of 10. Windmill Valley. This is from NSKN. I'm sorry, not Board and Dice Game, sorry. And about making tulips. Really pretty theme. Lots of juicy decisions in it. 8 out of 10. And Expedition Gears of Corruption, an expansion for Expedition, the sequel to Scythe. This, I think, elevates the original game, adds a kind of rogue mech that's running around. That's interesting, works with that. More corruption cards, more stuff, kind of really fills out the game. 8.5. And those are the games I reviewed 1, 5, 10, and 20 years ago. Thanks for watching. I'm Tom Vasel. We'll see you next time. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.